that so many people face in God remembering them is that they don't know how to receive the blessings of God. Even when God remembers me, it is up to me to position myself to take what God is about to do. That is the principle of taking delivery of everything that I've been given to you. Do you know when you pray today, you are not praying for God to go and do anything that He has not done. Your prayer does not send God on an errand to say, oh, I'm going to fish out a car that I want to buy this for. Everything about your life has been provided for. Read the scripture, 2 Peter chapter 1, if you read from verse 3. The Bible says God has given unto us all things that pertains to life and godliness. The Bible says, but we take delivery of them through knowledge. So every time that I pray, I'm not saying, God, go and do something you've not done. What I'm saying is that, God, align me with what you have in store for me. The prayer that I pray aligns me with God. So I start taking delivery. There are people that God has remembered, but they don't know how to take delivery of what God has remembered them for. So in this second aspect, when God remembers a person, He awakens you to what you need to do to take delivery. There are some of you that God has put in your spirit, wake up 12 midnight to pray. You don't know why. It's because something is at stake. And some of you say, oh, I have to go to work the next day. But you don't know that thing that is at stake will not just buy you the company you work for. We buy you the people that work for that company. You know, there are times we chase after things in order of priority that is so weird. We don't prioritize what God is doing, and yet we say I don't even see the benefit of serving God. It's because you are not listening to God enough. There are times God will say, for the next 3 months, 12 midnight, pray, because something is at stake. God is preparing you to take delivery of things that have been taken from you. Every time there is this interruption in your spirit, always go with what God is saying. Even if you are here and God is saying every single day, just fast until midday before you eat, just do it. Just do it, because it prepares you for what God has in store for you. Until you can see and partake in what God is doing, there are things that may not be delivered to you. Christianity is not magic abracadabra. You have to be part of what God is doing. If God is going to bless you, God is going to bless you, and you're going to be part of the process. You know why you will be part of the process? So you can remember and teach it to people. It's not magic. I can tell you, this is how God brought me. This is how God taught me contentment. This is how God taught me to persevere. When people hate on me, this is how God taught me not to reply them. You have to understand the process. You will be part of it so you can replicate it to other people's life. So God has remembered a lot of people, but a lot of people are not ready to take delivery of what God has remembered them for. You know, this morning in my prayer room, I was praying, getting ready for church, and the Lord showed me a very weird stuff about somebody, and in my mind, and I began to ask, how much can we pray? How much? We pray a lot in this place, you know we do. But do you know that there are still some people that they need to take their own personal prayer more seriously than joining the corporate prayer? If you are in this place, you don't have a personal altar, I'm calling you back to it. Personal altar is a place where you sometimes you don't have words to say, just stay there. I've often told you guys in this church, if you don't have a pen and you don't have a writing pad, then you are not ready to hear from God. When you want to pray, even if you've not heard God before, compel God to speak to you. Say, God, I have a pen and I have a writing pad. Compel Him to speak to you and write things down. Don't just just go there and blah, 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 blah. Some of you, you will always talk to God and you will not allow God to talk back to you. Let him talk back to you so you can know what to do. Some of you, in taking delivery of what God has prepared to do for you, he will send you on an errand. Just sow some seed into the orphanage home. Just do this, just do that, and your door will be open. But you know what we do? We do what other people are doing. Even when God has not sent you. Some of you have sown seed where God did not ask you to sow the seed. Because you don't hear him. Your emotions drives you to do things that makes you feel good. But God's instruction is not to make us feel good. It's to make God look good. When God looks good, he in turn blesses you.